we're not disputing Black Lives Matter. Right. That is for sure.
Right.
And there's no argument to that. There's no, all lives matter or white lives matter or anything like that.
Can I make a small caveat to that? I'm talking about the Black Lives Matter as compassion, not the group.
Right? Not BLM Inc.
Not the group. Not
BLM
somebody
Inc.
making money off of it
Right.
and some rich guy funding it.
Some rich white guy.
Right. I won't even get into that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the actual compassion that you can say, hey, I love A.J. Johnson, shout out to A.J. to death, and his life matters to me as a black man.
No doubt.
Right? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the group that people...
Too many people want to argue. Too many people want to... They want to go into their own depths of their mind and try to come up with some reason why that's an offensive thing.
Right.
Or not relevant.
And you know why it is offensive?
Why?
Because when somebody says something like that, if you have any type of mud in your heart, it's going to bring it out.
Yeah.
Right? Your rebuttal shouldn't be all lives matter because you've missed the train.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you say that, all lives do matter.
Yeah.
Somebody came in here right now with a knife, I'm getting on them. I don't want to get hurt, and I definitely don't want this whole room to be laid out.
Well, Christy's going to stop.
Chris, right? You know what I'm saying? You all right? Yeah. So here's the thing, right? All lives matter. Yes, they do. But across the board right now, what is happening to all lives in one subject? I'm not talking about work. I'm not talking about COVID. I'm talking about interaction, certain things. Are all lives being subject to certain types of treatment? I don't think so, right? And I think that people get caught up on that. It's not a power struggle. Black Lives Matter does not mean white lives don't.
Yeah.
It means that there is a problem, and we need our comrades that don't maybe look like us or share the same ideas to step up and say, yes, this is a problem.
Definitely.
Because that's when stuff changes.
Yeah,
right?
I agree. I mean, there's no debate.
Right.
There's no debate of, but do I want to send my money to BLM Incorporated? No.
No. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of people might get mad at me for that, but I have my own personal reasons for that, right? I think that right now with what's going on, people are confusing that statement of compassion with what they see from these groups, right?
Yeah.
These people want to combat these groups like they're playing paintball.
Right.
Like they want to go after them. They want to do this, And it's funny that they want these groups disbanded so quickly, but the KKK can still get permits to march. Why are they not disbanded? Probably because if you disbanded them, some judge won't be able to go to his rallies anymore.
Right.
Some doctor that delivers black babies might be identified. That's the whole reason they wore sheets back in the day, because the guy that's burning your house down also is the guy that changes your money out at the bank. Right?
Right.
If we really want to talk about it, those people haven't gone anywhere. Their grandfathers got older, and now they've moved into positions where people get mad about systemic racism. What that means is it has changed. People have gotten to positions of power that can affect people. Housing, loans, things like that they have power over.
Yeah.
That's way more powerful than any type of fear or intimidation, right?
Yeah.
So why is it that these groups want to be disbanded so quickly, but that's a group that by definition is a domestic terrorist, but nobody wants to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say that that's the only issue.
Yeah.
I just have a time to talk about this stuff now, the stuff I think about.
Yeah.
I think that those players, like you said, and me and you disagree on that, right? You feel like the names that they are advocating for, when the facts came out, that is the reason that's causing the outrage, right?
I think that's helped spur the rioting. The influence of these people have made it acceptable to do the things that they're doing almost.
Okay.
Right. And I could be wrong there, but it feels like they have tremendous influence. They have a huge platform.
Huge platform, right? And I think that a lot of the people that had an issue with what's going on, those are the people that I'm most concerned about. What is going to be the correct answer for you, for somebody to use their innate right from being born in this country to speak out against something? Tell me what right looks like to you.
Yeah.
So that we can get on the same page.
I would say that they have it's easy to see that we have a problem.
Right.
where's the problem? How can they influence the solution?
Right.
Other than being in a situation to put more people into BLM Inc.'s pocket, you know,
Right.
and support that group and that movement of what they're about. That's run by a white guy. You know, George Soros is notorious for coming into locations and disrupting the power order of it.
Right.
So like that's just from my perspective and what I see.
Right.
I would just like, if LeBron James is gonna make an impact and talk about stuff, then like put good perspective on it, and have all the facts first,
Right.
and then come out with your opinion.
The reason why I put the hashtag shut up and dribble with the response that I got is because it resembled what Laura Ingraham said, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you're in a position as a black man, you win championships, kids idolize you, we don't need you speaking about injustice or politics.
Yeah.
Shut up and dribble. Why is that so, right? And you know we have a problem if nobody's immune to racism. Look what they did to LeBron's house.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't see what they did. What they do?
Yeah.
They definitely graffitied
See if I can pull it up.
some negative comments on the perimeter security wall or something like that on his house. Right?
Gotcha.
So somebody can go from being an outstanding role model to your son to now when he speaks out about that, hey, son, we're not supporting LeBron anymore because he said that he feels that Black Lives Matter, which is too much associated with something that they already have a distaste for, not the compassion side, right?
Yeah.
So when that happens, now we got blurred lines.
Now, see, if LeBron would say, hey, obviously I support Black Lives Matter, but what's gone on with the organization Black Lives Matter,
Right.
I've got some issue I need to work out before I have anything to say about it.
Right.
But obviously, you know, if he feels like the black community is in fear every day in America, he can project that. Like,
Right.
I don't have any problem with that for
Right.
him to say that. A lot of people did have a problem with him saying that the black community is waking up afraid every day. You know,
Right.
and if he feels that way, if he feels his community feels that way, he's got the right to say that. I support that,
Right.
but I don't support like whatever the organization is that's running for profit, that's causing the disruption of everything
Right.
in a negative way, that's not getting to where we want it to be,
Right.
that's causing more division
Right.
because of the power struggle that they're in,
Right.
right? So let's eliminate the power struggle.
Right.
Let's eliminate these for-profit disruptors.
Right.
And let's get them together and let's start loving each other.
Right.
Right.
And you made a good point. I think that every day that me and you are blessed to wake up, I think we share some of the same mindset. Some may be different.
Yeah.
I think that when you wake up, there are things you think about that I would ever think about. And maybe there's some things that I pay attention to that you never would have to, right?
Yeah.
There are conversations I'm going to have with my children when I have them about things in the world that you will not have to have with your kids, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that that's a be-all, end-all. I'm just saying why, right?
Yeah.
The why is what gets people to overlook stuff, right? People got upset with LeBron for making that statement is because they can't relate to it. What do you mean black people wake up scared? Derek ain't scared. Yeah. That's because you know me, and I live in Dublin.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right? Everybody in my neighborhood, if somebody peed on my lawn, they're going to call me, right?
Yeah.
LeBron's speaking about different things, though. The area he comes from.
So
maybe out in different areas.
let's use Chicago as an example. We all hear Chicago in the news, right?
Every day.
Is the black community of Chicago more fearful of the cops or their own community?
Depends on where they're at, right?
So like,
let's be honest.
If they're in the projects,
right. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
We all see the crime rate over a holiday weekend. How many deaths happen, right?
Yeah.
That is fuel that's used by somebody that's going to make a rebuttal to anything that's going on right now, right? Oh, this black guy got beaten, seizure by a cop. Well, there were 200 deaths in Chicago this weekend. They don't care. We need to fix that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right? That's an issue.
Yeah.
Right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But that doesn't negate
Discount
this.
any of that. Yeah.
This. If you can do that all
It's
the
still
time,
all wrong.
right?
It's still all wrong.
If you can do that, then you know what? Live your life. You'll never want to see any change. In Chicago, I know I've a friend that lives there. I know that there are areas that are rougher and things like that, but there were things that I think that are put into place, right? That they may not be getting. I don't like the fact that there's so much murder. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I don't support that.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Right? But then am I a hypocrite because I like a Chief Keef song
Right.
as a black man? Because somebody might tell me that.
Right.
Derek, how many times have you been to Chicago and advocated for gang violence to stop?
Right.
I haven't.
You in the trenches? No, we're not in the trenches.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm not.
Yeah.
Have I tried to be? No. Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm focused on taking care of my family here.
Right.
And I know that that's an issue there, right? And we do need to fix that. That's not okay.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as a community, the more focus that we can put on fixing things, the less rebuttals it gives people. And I want that to stop because that's senseless, right?
Yeah.
And also, the more that they can show that all these things are happening, the less sensitivity you have when it's just another black man.
Yeah.
Right? You can say, well, happened in Charlotte, could have happened when he got back to Florida.
Right.
Right?
Definitely.